What if I told you that seduction isn't loud, flashy, or even deliberate? Instead, it's a quiet interplay of instinct and psychology. A woman who craves intimacy rarely voices it openly. Instead, she reveals it through subtle shifts in body language, soft changes in her voice, and lingering moments of closeness that last just a second too long. These signs aren't chaotic flashes in the dark, they're precise, sometimes subconscious gestures. Yet most men, caught in ego or impulse, fail to notice them. This is where the Stoic man holds a distinct edge. Stoicism isn't about escaping the world, it's about mastering it. A Stoic man doesn't react on impulse to external signals. He watches them with clarity, patience, and discernment. Rooting yourself in this ancient mindset allows you to perceive the nuances others miss, and act with quiet certainty when the moment demands it. And this isn't just philosophy, modern psychology agrees. Studies from behavioral science show attraction is often conveyed through microexpressions, glances, fleeting gestures, and subtle tonal shifts. Women, in particular, excel at using these nonverbal cues to gauge a man's awareness without stating their desires outright. So how do you identify these subtle signs without overthinking or jumping to conclusions? This guide will walk you through 6 powerful indicators that a woman may want to sleep with you, decoded through a psychological and Stoic lens. Each sign, when read clearly, reveals not just her intent, but your own mastery of self. Let's dive into this quiet language of attraction. Stay present. Stay composed. The Stoic observes, knows when to act. Sign 1. The slow reveal. Her eyes speak. Before she does, her gaze says more than words ever could. Eyes are not just poetic metaphors, they're instruments of connection, tools of silent communication. When a woman holds your gaze, she may be conveying admiration, interest, or desire. In psychology, sustained eye contact increases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. When 2 people lock eyes, they stimulate the neural circuits tied to trust and intimacy. Think of how much is shared through just a glance. Unlike men, who often express attraction directly, women tend to be more discreet. One of their key tools, the lingering gaze. Here's where a Stoic approach becomes your secret weapon. While a reactive man might leap to conclusions, the Stoic observes. He reads without assumptions. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Telltale elements of her gaze. Duration. If she looks at you longer than 3 seconds, it's usually not accidental. Relaxed eyes, softer muscles around the eyes, signal emotional openness. Dilated pupils, a subtle but powerful sign of attraction. Some women also play a quiet game, glancing at you, looking away, and then checking to see if you're still watching. It's subconscious, but it's real. How does the Stoic respond? He notices but doesn't flinch. He meets her gaze with calm confidence, holding the moment without rushing toward action. The look itself becomes a conversation, one where silence speaks louder than speech. Sign 2. The dance of proximity. She moves closer without saying a word. Proximity is among the oldest expressions of attraction. A woman interested in you might not say it, but she'll find ways to be near you. This is non-verbal intimacy, closeness without risk. A way to show interest while maintaining plausible deniability. According to Edward Hall's theory of personal space, when someone enters the 18 inches to 4 feet range, they're in your personal zone. When a woman does this intentionally, she's often signaling comfort, trust, and potential desire. How to spot deliberate proximity. consistent presence. She keeps ending up near you, even when she doesn't have to. Body orientation. Her body is turned toward you, showing focus and interest. Incidental contact. Light brushes, leaning in. Small spatial intrusions. Stoicism teaches patience. Seneca emphasized clarity before action. So the Stoic watches, he doesn't assume. He allows her closeness to unfold without rushing to capitalize. Many men overanalyze or become reactive. The Stoic remains neutral and grounded. And that grounded presence sends a powerful message. Non-neediness, a rare and magnetic trait in today's reactive world. Timing also matters. If she inches closer during laughter or after sharing something personal, her emotional state is heightening the intimacy. Stay attuned, but stay still. Sign 3, the subtle touch. Her hands are speaking touch, was our first language. Long before words, there was contact. When a woman wants intimacy, she often let her hands do the talking. Psychology shows even brief touches release dopamine and serotonin, those feel-good bonding chemicals. But women are masters of subtlety. Their touches test boundaries gently, escalating only when the response feels safe. Watch for incidental grazes, light, seemingly accidental touches on your arm, hand, or shoulder. Anchoring gestures. She may rest a hand on you to emphasize a point. Playful pushes, a small nudge, accompanied by laughter, signals chemistry. Lingering contact. If her hand stays longer than it needs to, pay attention, Seneca wrote. Accept pleasure, but don't cling to it. The Stoic acknowledges her touch, but doesn't act impulsively. He remains calm, grounded, and present. Women notice how you react to their touch. If you pull away, it may seem like rejection. If you overreact, it may feel desperate. The Stoic chooses a middle path, allowing her to escalate while maintaining his composure. Advanced Stoic move. Delay reciprocity. Don't mirror her touch instantly. Let her curiosity build. That restraint, it's intoxicating. Sign 4. The shift in tone. Her voice softens. A woman's voice can carry more intimacy than her words. When she's drawn to someone, her tone subtly shifts, softer, slower, warmer. It's like she's building a space just for you and her. Research in evolutionary psychology shows we naturally lower our pitch when speaking to someone we're attracted to. For women, it's often subconscious, a signal of warmth and trust. Key cues in her voice, softened volume. You feel compelled to lean in. Slower rhythm. She's savoring the conversation, not rushing it. Playful tone, teasing inflection, can mask flirtation. Exclusive tone. In private, she sounds different when it's just you two. The Stoic doesn't get lost in the charm. He listens, but remains centered. Seneca warned, "He who is everywhere is nowhere." So be here, focused, aware, and unshaken. One pro move. Mirror her energy, not her voice. Match her pace subtly to build rapport without looking like you're trying. Sign 5. Playful defiance. She challenges you. Not all flirting looks like flirting. Sometimes attraction shows up as playful resistance. A woman might tease or challenge you not to offend, but to test your confidence. Research shows teasing is a form of relational play. It builds chemistry while gauging emotional maturity. Examples. A flirtatious defiance. You like that band. Didn't peg you for that type. Bet you couldn't last a day without your phone. Oh wow, Mr. Stoic doesn't care about anything, huh? If her body language is open and her tone amused, she's flirting, not fighting. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, You have power over your mind. So, don't bite the bait. Don't escalate defensively. Smile. Respond calmly. Show you can play along without losing your center. Example, her. You think you're mysterious, huh? You, I prefer enigmatic, but I'll take it. That calm, light-handed confidence is irresistible. Sign 6. The mirror effect. She imitates you imitation. Especially unconscious mirroring is one of the clearest signs of attraction. Psychologists explain that mirror neurons fire when we're deeply engaged with someone. When a woman mirrors your posture, gestures, or speech patterns, it's a strong signal of emotional resonance. Watch for mirroring. Posture. You lean back, so does she. Gestures. She mimics how you move your hands. Speech. Her pace or phrases begin to match yours. Mood. Her energy mirrors your emotional tone. This isn't about control. It's about connection. The Stoic notices but doesn't manipulate. Seneca said, "Be tolerant with others, strict with yourself. So stay authentic." Heaven, as she mirrors you. Pro move. Reinforce mirroring with subtle reward. If she mirrors your posture, lean in slightly, draw her closer. If she adopts your phrases, acknowledge it with a smile. Careful, you're starting to sound like me. These are the 6 signs that a woman may want to deepen the connection. But more importantly, this guide is about awareness, not manipulation. The Stoic doesn't chase, he attracts. He doesn't overreach, he observes. Let others seek quick validation. You build quiet strength. And that is magnetic. As Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Stop searching for signs to prove your worth. Become the kind of man whose presence draws others in naturally. If this resonated with you, like, comment, and subscribe. Stay composed, stay intentional, and I'll see you in the next one.